Euler's method. Directions: use Euler's method to approximate the particular solution of the differential equation with the given condition. You find 4 steps. So we'll have 4 x and y values all together when we do this. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and make my table. And I'm going to start out with my initial condition, which would be 1, 1. Since I'm going in steps of 0.01, I'm going to have 1.01, and then 1.02, and then 1.03. All right, so my first approximation, I'm going to put m is equal to delta y over delta x. My m is going to be my y prime again, and to get my y prime, I will plug in 1 for my x and 1 for my y, so I'll get 1 times the cube root of 1, and that will give me 1. So I'll get 1 equals delta y over delta x. The change in x each time is going to be 0.01. So if I cross multiply, I'll get delta y is equal to 0.01. So since that's a positive, we will add 0.01 to our y value to get our new y value, and that will be 1.01. Right, approximation 2 again, m equals delta y over delta x. M is our y prime. To get that, this time we get to do 1.01 times the cube root of 1.01, and when I do that, I am going to get 1.01336. That will equal delta y over 0.01. If I cross multiply, I'm going to get delta y is equal to, once again, 0.01. So we'll add 0.01 to that y value. That will give me 1.02. And then I'm ready for my third approximation. M is equal to delta y over delta x. M is just y prime again. And then to do this one, my x is going to be 1.02 times the cube root of the y, which is also 1.02. And when I do that, I'm going to get 1.02676. That will equal delta y over 0.01. If I cross multiply once again, I'll get delta y equals, it will again turn out to be 0.01. So we will add 0.01 once again, and we will get 1.03. So those would be my first 4 steps using Euler's method. Problem 2, once again using Euler's method, we have y prime is equal to negative xy over x squared plus y squared. Our change in x this time will be 0.05. Our initial condition is y of 2 equals 1. The biggest thing here, the x is the 2 and the y is the 1. All right, so if we go ahead and get our chart ready, 2, 1, and if I'm going by 0.05s, my next one will be 2.05, and then 2.1, and then 2.15. Alrighty, so when we do the first approximation, again, we'll get m is equal to delta y over delta x. M is my y prime, and for this one, I will do negative 2 times 1 over 2 squared plus 1 squared, and when I do that, I will get negative 0.4, and that's going to equal delta y over 0.05 because that was the change in x. If I cross multiply, I will get delta y is equal to negative 0.02. So I'm going to take my 1 and I will subtract 0.02 from it, which will give me positive 0.98. All right, approximation 2. Once again, we'll get m is equal to delta y over delta x. M is y prime. To figure that out, we will do negative 2.05 times 0.98 divided by 2.05 squared plus 0.98 squared, and when I do that, I will get negative 0.389122, and that will equal delta y over 0.05. If I cross multiply, I will this time get delta y is equal to negative 0.019. So we will subtract 0.019 from the 0.98, and if I do that, I will get 0.961. All right, so we're ready for our third approximation. M is equal to delta y over delta x. My m is my y prime. To get that this time, we will do negative x, which is 2.1, times the y, which is 0.961, divided by x squared plus y squared. And when I do that, I will get negative 0.37838, and that will equal delta y over 0.05. If I cross multiply, I will get delta y is once again equal to negative 0.019. So I will subtract 0.019 from the 0.961, and when I do that, I get 0.942. So we have our 4 steps of Euler's method.